Thank you very much. All right, Andrew. So where are you next? I heard there was a gap in your schedule, and you might fly out here, quarantine, and then visit us. Is that still a possibility?
Sure. I don't have anything really planned. I kind of just was waiting for the election to happen and see what if the world was going to be
election?
on fire.
Is that,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be.
Yeah,
it's going to be a few months before we know who won. But
There's a case of electile dysfunction going.
Electile dysfunction. If the vote lasts more than 4 days, please call your doctor.
It's already,
Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. I mean, we haven't talked for a while because, but there's like a big hullabaloo on social media because conservatives are getting censored. But I think I see what's happening. You know, Twitter saw something that was potentially harmful. And granted, it's just a little fake news. It's not going to get anybody killed, you know, unless they have some kind of pre-existing issue. But, you know, they took steps to slow the spread and almost entirely eradicate the fake news story. And that's just not the Trump way, you know.
No.
It's just making him look bad. But
now, what do you
Biden
think about
won,
that?
which is good news, you know.
Yeah. What do you think about that other service? Is it called Parler?
Parler?
Is it
Yeah.
like an alternative to Facebook and Twitter? What is it? Have you been on there?
No, I'm still catching up on MySpace. MySpace thanks to the election, but I mean, Biden won. I know they don't like to.
Well, I think MySpace is still covering the Gore-Bush election, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're still counting Chads in Florida,
Yeah.
which
Well,
Chads are ironically the only people left on MySpace.
Right. What I heard about it is that it was a place where they weren't censoring any conspiracy theories, and
Right.
I think that's
it's
fantastic. I think conspiracy theorists should have their own social network, don't you?
I think if they
It's called
did,
QAnon.
I'd be out of work, Bob. Right.
It's called Fox News. It's called, I don't know. Let them. I don't care. I mean, that's the thing is like, who are they reaching? Just, you talk about being in a bubble. You're just going to only talk to people who agree with you.
It's an informational circle jerk. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Well, the impossible to troll, but I mean, isn't that every troll's worst nightmare? Is that they're in a place where there are only other trolls?
Right. I mean, only people that agree with you and no one. I mean, that's what Trump loves is getting everyone riled up. So
It's the Neckbeard Network now.
that's why I say,
Snowflakes
like,
in Yuma, Arizona.
just let him cry himself out. You know, he like
Really, that's what it is.
doesn't.
It's a crying jag.
You know, because he's going to try and win in court, but he might have a shot because there's a national moratorium on evictions. So, you know, like squatters' rights.
That expires December
Stick
31st.
around. But I mean, they are correct. Like, this is what the squabbling is like. CNN doesn't get to decide. And it's like, sure, it's like a wedding, and the pastor is like, I now pronounce you husband and wife. And Donald is in the audience like, technically, until she signs the paperwork and brings it to the court, it's still my wife. And you're like, we know.
So I'd like to invite all the bridesmaids up to the
this is
gold
just
suite.
an excuse to get drunk on a Tuesday afternoon. We don't care. But everyone in the White House keeps catching COVID. Like, they had 5 new cases the other day. And so I think that is their backup plan. Like, just get everyone in the White House sick so
White House
Biden
herd
doesn't want to move in.
immunity.
anymore, you know?
That's a great idea.
And
Andrew
I think
Rivers-
because they have one last
One last
closer here
joke.
for you.
No, that's all right.
So
I'm
they
trying,
have all
I'm trying to
these-
get you out on a nice note, you know.
I listen.
got a
All my
better
jokes
note.
are fantastic.
You
What a
still
nice
be good at
bank
that,
note,
but go
Dad.
ahead.
Yeah, I got you. You've promised me 15 minutes. We're at 13, so give me a second. But just like every woman in my life, trying to kick me off before I'm done. But
You wish. You had me up until that moment of bullshit. Come
okay,
on.
thank you. Well, yeah, I just think they like to name political scandals like Watergate or Spygate. I think this one could be called Fumigate.
That was worth
waiting
it.
around for it. Yeah.
Got to end on a dad joke for my dad. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
thank you, Andrew. All right, be well, son. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Try to not catch it, and if you do,
Sure.
just laugh.
I just
because-
got tested negative, so I'm all good. And
Attaboy.
I just got my regular flu shot, so the autism will kick in any day now.
And so if you come out here, you have to, and I'll help you get tested. You have to test after you land. Yeah. And if you're tested, it's only a 7-day quarantine. So And again, we have a
Sounds
spot
good.
you could stay.
We'll figure something out.
We miss you, but your mom.
I doubt that that's a real.
It's a
I know
real
you
thing.
want to play it up for the podcast.
Yeah. But your mom is actually being pretty serious about, being careful now.
Yes.
All right. Be well.
Thanks. See you
Love
later.
you, son.
Love you.